Hey y'all, Rolex Sky here, and I wanted to take a moment to talk about the new 2023 Rolex watches, the new 2023 Rolex releases. Now, I want to preface this video by stating that there's only one pontiff, and that is Archibald Chesterfield III, AC3. So if you're looking for a more in-depth analysis of the various timepieces that Rolex released today, head on over to Archie Luxury, Archibald Chesterfield III, and see what he has to say. But with that being said, I'm going to give you my down and dirty because I just worked out. I've got a green shirt on, so I'm not even going to turn on the green screen. So let's dive right in here. This is Rolex.com, and you can go here and you can explore the new models yourself, but I'm going to go to menu, new watches for 2023, and we're going to talk about them here. So I do want to mention that price is not something that I take into consideration when I'm talking about these, because that's not fair. There's people at all different levels of success, so price is irrelevant. We're just going to talk about them one by one. So let's start out with the new Daytona. So this right here is the new Daytona. Updated display. The dial receives new graphic balance and restyled hour marker and counter rings. Blah blah blah. So I'm going through, and now that looks cool. That looks really cool. 950 platinum and transparent caseback. Transparent caseback, that's pretty interesting because that's not something that we typically see in an Oyster caseback. So that's kind of neat. They've got a transparent caseback. You can see the movement. Obviously it's an in-house movement, nothing special about it, but it's extremely robust, and it would be hard for one to argue that a Rolex movement is not reliable. But again, it's not going to be decorated as well as, say, a high horology piece. So it's interesting that they chose to put an exhibition case back on it. But yeah, I like that. I like that color a lot. That looks really nice. I don't like rubber straps. I just think that's kind of silly. That's my own opinion. And I don't like solid gold unless it's white gold, because that's too blingy. So those are my thoughts about the new Rolex Daytona. Let's move into the new 1908. Now this is kind of interesting. So it's got it's gold. This is obviously on the leather strap. This is a dress watch. Comes in several different variations. Immediately, it's obvious with this particular design that Rolex is trying to compete with brands like Vacheron, Patek Philippe. Those two immediately come to mind. You got the small seconds. It looks, wait, is that small seconds? Yeah, I was just making sure it wasn't a power reserve indicator. It's small seconds. So yeah, I think these look nice, and they've got a transparent case back. So again, it's interesting that Rolex is doing a transparent case back. I would not have expected that. So it's got a deployant clasp. Looks really nice. I'm sure it's top quality. And the good thing about a piece like this, it would always be easy to find aftermarket leather straps if you wanted to wear a different strap with it. I'm sure they'll probably be plentiful. 39 mil, perfect size in my opinion. Yeah, that looks good for a dress watch. Now the YachtMaster 42. RLX titanium. So this is titanium. Now, love it or hate it. Some people like titanium. I personally don't. I personally associate titanium with the lightweight nature of it as being something poor quality. And obviously that wouldn't be the case with Rolex, but it is something that a lot of people may dislike. I like stainless steel. I think the design of this is awesome. I think it's probably, I'm going to go as far as to say it's probably one of the best looking Yacht-Masters. It kind of resembles a Submariner, but see, you've got the dimensional elements on the, now it is a Cerachrom bezel insert, so that's nice. but it's kind of got dimensional elements, whereas looking at a Submariner, you know, you've got the, they're etched out instead of up. See how that's up? You can see it's three-dimensional. So I think it looks really nice, although I'm not a fan of titanium. I think it looks really nice. It's 42 mils. So depending upon your wrist size, it may look a little bit large. But the fact that it's titanium, if weight is something that deters you from wearing a larger wristwatch, this might be a good option to consider since it's in titanium. But I think it's well executed. I think the design is really nice. I mean, I don't know. It's one of those I'd like to see in person, but as you know, good luck finding that. And of course, it has the Cyclops. You can see the Cyclops right there. Begs the question, why has Rolex never done a Cyclops underneath the sapphire crystal? They always put it on the outside, and a lot of people like that. I personally don't. I like no-date references such as the Submariner. So now we're moving along to the Sky-Dweller. 2023 Sky-Dweller. Very nice looking timepiece. And by the way, Archibald Chesterfield III made a white dial Sky-Dweller famous. He really seemed to enjoy that watch. I think it's a great watch. I like this being, well, this is the most complicated Rolex. I think it's cool. I really like this new green dial. I think that looks nice. I don't like rubber straps. I don't, it's just personal preference. I know they're comfortable, but if I was in the market for a wristwatch of this caliber, I don't think I would want to wear it on a rubber strap. But then again, I may be so well off that I wear rubber just because I don't care and I want comfort and a quality timepiece attached to the rubber. I like this green. You know, green is always significant when it comes to Rolex. Obviously, rock solid movements. This has the caliber 9002. Great looking watch. I love the Sky-Dweller. Now, let's get to this. So you look at this and you're like, oh man, Rolex has released a root beer. Okay, now that's a solid gold. To me, too blingy, but you do what you want to do, man. This, you look at it and you're like, oh man, they released a root beer on Jubilee, root beer on Jubilee. And then you look at it closer and you're like, oh, that's not a root beer. So it's actually a black bezel. I think this looks nice, but at the same time, it's a disappointment because everybody wanted a root beer on a Jubilee. And this is kind of it's a matter of personal preference. I think this root beer with Jubilee would have been awesome. I mean, this is still a fantastic GMT, but that's just, you know, my opinion, and I'm here to share my honest opinions about the Rolex 2023 releases. So, I mean, it looks nice. And I think two-tone's good because it's not, you know, it's not like a solid gold. It's just kind of like people think they're cool or something. I mean, the solid gold looks nice. It's just, I don't know. So that's the new GMT, and now we've got an Explorer. Okay, well, Explorer looks pretty much the same, but guess what? It's 40 millimeters. 40 millimeters. So I think it looks nice. This is one of the classic, you know, under-the-radar Rolex watches. Rolex has released several different sizes of this, 36, 39, and now we've got 40. I think the 40 millimeter will be a great seller. You know, someone that doesn't want a Submariner, someone that wants something more basic. This is an excellent timepiece, and I think 40 millimeters is perfect for most. Good job with the Explorer, although I'm not a fan of the Explorer. I think it's very well executed. Now, what the heck is this? Wow. Okay. This is... Okay, it comes in 31, 36, and 41. So they've got it in the 41 millimeter. Huh. I mean, I don't know what to say about that, man. So it's kind of like, you know, they had the Oyster Perpetual one of the previous years, and they discontinued it, was that green dial, and it became very popular on the secondary market. The green dial, nicknamed the Tiffany dial. So this kind of looks similar to that, but it looks like somebody got a hole punch, punched holes, and then colored in the holes. That's the best way I can describe it. I'm not insulting it, but I mean, if somebody gifted this to me, I wouldn't even wear it. So no, not my thing. But I'm sure, again, it's interesting that it's available in 41 millimeter. So that's one of those things. And sadly, you know, I bet this will be one that'll probably become highly collectible and sought after just because it's so crazy. Would I wear it? No. Even if somebody sent it to me. Nope, nope, nope. So there you have it. Those were my honest opinions in regards to the 2023 Rolex releases. So, I mean, some pretty cool stuff. You're probably wondering, well, what's your favorite out of the new releases? And I'll say, oh, I forgot one. The Day-Date 36. Not a fan. I don't like diamonds, man. Nope, not a fan, not a fan. Definitely not a fan. Kind of underwhelming. Yep, not a fan of that. So that was the Day-Date. So let me make sure I looked at all of them. Yep, so those are my opinions in regards to the 2023 Rolex releases. So tell me what you think within the comment section below. And again, head on over to Rolex.com and you can explore these for yourself. And I would also say go to a Rolex authorized dealer and ask if you could see one. But I bet, I don't know, you may get lucky that maybe they have them, but I don't know. I haven't found Rolex watches in authorized dealers since about 2013 or so, and then they started really, well, they were still around after that, but then it just got to where they didn't have any hardly. So what's my favorite 2023 new release Rolex, and why? Well, let me pull this list back up here, and I will say which one. I wanted it to be the GMT. If that was the root beer with Jubilee, it would have been my favorite. Or if they had at least put like a green second hand on that would have looked cool, but they didn't. I think my favorite of 2023 is this one right here, the green dial Sky-Dweller. I think that's my favorite. So which 2023 Rolex is your favorite and why? Comment below, and be sure to subscribe and check out all my other videos too. Again, I just posted this for fun. I'm not trying to be overly critical, but I'm not going to be a mute rather. I'm not just going to remain mute and not express my opinions. So these were my opinions. Again, check out Archibald Chesterfield III, our pontiff, for a more in-depth analysis. But I just wanted to post this. I felt obligated to share my opinions. And I'm going to do the Tudor 2023 release opinions too. So subscribe, and check out that video as well. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day. Hey y'all, Rolex Guy here. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please be sure to subscribe to my channel, and when you do, ring that bell icon to be notified whenever I post another video. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day.